Good evening, and welcome to the 2021 National Honor Society induction ceremony. My name is Mr. Christopher Jennings, and along with Mrs. Megan Hughes, we are the co-advisors to the National Honor Society. I'm excited to share with you tonight that this is the centennial celebration of the National Honor Society. The vision started in 1921 to create a national recognition program for students that looked at multiple dimensions of growth, not just academics, but also contributions to service, leadership potential, and most importantly, a foundation of good character. Today, there are over 18,000 school chapters. Your induction into the National Honor Society makes you a member for life, putting you into an organization that will allow you to grow into accomplished leaders within your communities and in your future careers. Congratulations. Mrs. Hughes and I look forward to advising you in this upcoming year. At this point, though, I would like to turn over the ceremony and introduce Ms. Jessie Levine, who is our current National Honor Society president, who also would like to share a few words about your outstanding accomplishment. Again, congratulations.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Niskayuna High School National Honor Society induction ceremony. Just to introduce myself, my name is Jessie Levine, and I've had the privilege of being the president of the Niskayuna High School chapter of National Honor Society for the past year. I'd like to take a moment and congratulate each of you on your induction to this prestigious society. Know that your hard work over the past 3 years has not gone unrecognized, and that we are all so incredibly proud of you. I'm so excited to share this wonderful evening with you all. Now, I'd like to introduce our principal, Mr. Rickert, to share some words with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. Good evening and welcome. It's great to have you here tonight in person. Tonight, we gather to celebrate the induction of the members of the class of 2022 and some from 2021 in our local chapter of our National Honor Society. What exactly does this mean? The first thing that it means to me is that you are the leaders of our school and our community. It means that you've excelled academically in the classroom, but it also means so much more than that. It means that you have, in addition to being conscientious students, have excelled in the pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Your teachers and staff have endorsed you in each of these key areas. Now the responsibility is yours. I challenge you to find new ways to serve your community, to look out for your fellow students, and to make contributions that go beyond just receiving recognition. Niskayuna graduates go on to achieve some amazing things in the world, and many of them came from the very honor society that you are now joining. So I say to you, relish this role, be proud of your accomplishments, and never forget to lend a hand when needed. I want to thank your advisors, Mr. Christopher Jennings and Mrs. Megan Hughes, for leading this organization during this very trying time. I want to thank the student leaders for all their efforts in carrying forth our chapter this year, our parents for all their support of our students and programs, and I congratulate you, the newest members of our National Honor Society. Congratulations.
Now, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Mrs. Salvin. Although I've known Mrs. Salvin since I was in preschool, I didn't have the opportunity to have her as a teacher until AP Gov this year. The semester I spent learning from Mrs. Salvin was truly one of my favorite experiences at Niskayuna High School. She effortlessly navigated remote learning and made sure that her students not only learned the information, but enjoyed the process. Mrs. Salvin always made sure to leave time for questions and allowed the class to be centered on what we, the students, were interested in. I'm so grateful that I had her as a teacher, and I hope that you all have the opportunity to learn from her and with her next year. So without any further ado, our guest speaker, Mrs. Salvin.
Thank you. That was lovely. In 1964, the Supreme Court heard a case about pornography. Stay with me. In writing for the majority, wherein the court decided that the content of the movie was not obscene and therefore protected by the First Amendment, Justice Potter Stewart noted that defining pornography was near impossible, but said, "I know it when I see it." Good character is like pornography, difficult to define, but easy to identify. 16 years ago, when I had my daughter Lillian, there was an issue with the sub who was supposed to finish out the year for me while I was on maternity leave. Well, the issue was he didn't show up, ever. The only reason I know this is because I got a very short phone call from Mr. Bach, and he said, "Your sub didn't show. It's okay. It's covered. We got it. Enjoy Lily." I learned later that Mr. Bach had gathered the other members of the social studies department, divvied out my schedule amongst the teachers for the rest of the year. They taught my classes for weeks. They held review classes for my Regents exams. Remember Regents exams? They were a thing once. They calculated my grades and closed out my classes for the year. All of this in addition to their own classes and responsibilities. They wanted my students to do well on the Regents exam and wanted me to spend time with my family. This is character. I knew it when I saw it. The pillars of the National Honor Society are leadership, character, scholarship, and service. I know this because, that's right, been a card-carrying member since 1990. Do they still give out cards? Yes, good work. I know it's weird that I still have it. I found it in the basement a couple weeks ago, and there's still like rusty paperclip signs on it, but whatever. Cool. Anyway, there are 4 pillars. Leadership, you can't really be successful with the other 3 without character. Leadership without character is bullying. Scholarship without character is empty. Service without character is performative. So how do you get there? How does one develop good character? First, you have to learn to actively recognize it in others. Sometimes this is easy. It's right out there for everyone to see. But sometimes you have to actively look for it. In fact, it's the good character you have to look for that is often the most instructive. Here's the thing about good character. You don't do it to get noticed. You don't do it so others will notice and pat you on the back for being a good person. Honestly, that kind of negates the whole good character thing, doesn't it? Just look for it. It's out there. It might be fleeting, it might be quiet, but it's there. You'll know it when you see it. And then you have to practice good character. Be deliberate about it at first, and then it will come naturally. Be willing to let go of perfectionism and allow yourself to work on your character incrementally. It can be little things. Say hello to those who may not have the ability to respond so that they know that they're seen. Listen to those looking to unburden themselves without necessarily jumping to, "Let me tell you how to solve your problem." Just listen empathetically. Or, more simply, do as the learned British philosopher Harry Styles said, "Treat people with kindness." There's a subtle but important difference between being nice and being kind. Reverend Lynn Gardner, one of the co-ministers at my church, the Unitarian Universalist Society of Schenectady, spoke about this a while back, and it has really stuck with me. Think about what it means to be nice. It has kind of a superficial connotation to it, doesn't it? Not that niceness is bad. It's nice when someone gives you a discount on a burrito. It's nice when someone opens the door for you. It's nice to come into school and find the AC is working. But kindness is deeper. There is something more meaningful in kindness. There's no luck or anticipated reciprocity. Think about how much better it feels to be told you're doing something kind than doing something nice. Kindness is who you are, not something you do. It's hard to define, but you'll know it when you do it. All right, you sat here long enough. Good character. Good job, everyone. Thank you for being attentive. So let's review. Good characters like pornography. National Honor Society still gives out membership cards. Harry Styles is a learned philosopher. Treat people with kindness. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
All right, now we will be introducing each of you the new members of the Niskayuna High School chapter of the National Honor Society. In 1 second. All right, we good? All right, when I call your name, please come up and accept your certificate. Mia Atchett. Jack Allen. Kendall Amorosi. Ashley Artieda Basantes. Kyra Barbera. Sophia Barnes. Ryan Behar. Brock Berman. Avanish Benki. Peter Bedoshi. John Blouch. David Bogue. Sophia Bowler. Josephine Calareso. Samantha Kaiser. Samantha Cerezo. Jeffrey Chen. Laith Chowdhury. Christian Senamea. Hannah Collins. Patrick Connolly. Connor Dayton. Riley Dayton. Olivia DeFazio. Maya Dinesh. Madison Dominguez Norris. Colin Dunham. Nicholas Dunn. Benjamin DeSalt. Caleb Ethier. Mia Etkin. Addison Evidoff. Kevin Charles Felicitas. Bailey Fingerhut. Faith Foley. Elise Frenya. Ryan Funyak. Alexandra Gallo. Jason Gao. Itzel Garcia. Jillian Gaylord, Maya Gerstenbluth, Ella Geske, Joseph Gianetti, Jackson Gray, Jacob Gressens, Shivam Gupta, Lindsay Harland, Sarah Harrow, Rice Hazard, Ava Holiday, Rachel Ha. Aiden Irish, Brody Johnson, Ina Joseph, Zinnia Cardi, Lyat Kibedi, Braden Kehoe, Daniel Kelly, Ian Clank, Laura Nezovich, Lindsay Cowell, Jessica Lawson, I lost my spot. Chloe Lafart, Dharma Makarowski, Danielle Malatesta, Laura Mason, Ella McDonald, Caitlin Murphy, Isabel Nelson, Takumbo Oshinowo, Marcus Pateron, Reina Parzich, and Shivani Patel.
Isabella Peng, Cameron Pepe, Miranda Pilato, Catherine Pogue, Michael Puccioni, Shivani Randive, Jesse Reed, Zachary Richard, Braden Richards, Samuel Roderick, Sumit Sahu, Amira Salam, Raina Sarkar, Jenna Sarkeesian, Rebecca Schechter, Fiona Schlossberg, Heather Schmidt, Jenna Semione, Tess Shermetta, Orit Shang. Evan Skufska, sorry. Charlotte Sewell. Andrew Stiles. Matthew Stiles. Abigail Thomas. Jack 2. Michaela Tucker. Alice Van Etten. Tommaso Vato. Elizabeth Ward. Amani Webster. Lindsay Whitley. Emily Willoughby. Lily Winters. Patrick Yang. Samuel Young. And Jordan Zenner.
Hi, everybody. Nice job shaking the hands and collecting the certificates. The pillar of National Honor Society that I've always been drawn to the most is leadership. I came to Niskay from a small private school, so as a freshman, I was a follower, not a leader. But because of the lessons I learned from a few individuals in my life, I grew to become a leader for my friends, my classmates, and now my fellow National Honor Society members. As a youngest sibling, my leaders were often my older brothers. I was obsessed with following them around everywhere and doing everything they did. If they played soccer, I played soccer. If they did Model UN, I did Model UN. I even registered for almost the exact same courses that they did as freshmen. They made it out of Niskay all right, so why not copy them? Yeah, that didn't go too well for me. It wasn't until I started branching out and straying from the path my brothers left for me that I truly started to enjoy high school. I became involved in the arts, tried different clubs, and started to chart my own path through high school. I learned from my brothers that to be a good leader, you have to be willing to take risks and try new things. You can't be afraid of being the first person to do something, whether it's founding a new club or simply sitting with somebody new at lunch. My teachers at Niskayuna High School also taught me about leadership. I wasn't the most outspoken person when I entered Niskayuna High School. I often kept to myself and questioned the quality of my own work. I had little confidence in anything I produced and constantly sought the validation of my teachers and those around me. But a few of my teachers made sure that I knew just how valuable my thoughts and opinions were. I learned from my teachers that to be a good leader, I had to trust my own work and be confident in my abilities. I wouldn't get anywhere if I continually discredited my own work. My teachers helped me grow my confidence both in and out of the classroom, and for that, I will always be grateful. The last group of individuals who taught me about leadership was my peers, my friends. My friends constantly pushed me to challenge myself, both academically and socially. One even challenged me to run for president of National Honor Society. Just as Buzz Lightyear motivated the toys of Toy Story with his resounding to infinity and beyond, my friends were always there for me throughout my time in high school, constantly motivating me to do my best. My friend showed me that a good leader needs to be able to support and motivate those around them to think creatively and innovatively. High school is the perfect time to expand your horizons and experiment with being a leader. It's a place where the stakes are high enough that your leadership could have a real, tangible impact, but small enough that mistakes are always welcome. So go start that new club you've been talking about. Go try out for that team. I hope you all utilize your last year at Niskayuna High School to grow your leadership skills and enjoy the time you have left with your friends. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christine Lee, and I'm the current secretary of the National Honor Society. Once again, congratulations to everyone here on your outstanding achievements throughout your academic career, and I'm sure there will be even more to come as you venture toward your last year of high school. The four pillars of the National Honor Society cannot stand alone, as they all work together to lay the foundation of this group of high-achieving students. One of those pillars, service, is often misunderstood and misinterpreted. I know that even I believed that service was just getting your volunteer hours or volunteering at a food bank or sorting clothing to be donated. And I now understand what service truly means and how anyone can uphold this pillar even if you don't realize it. Some of you may or may not have heard of the New York Steam Bus, and it's a nonprofit educational program that started here in Niskayuna by a group of 8th graders a few years ago. I was fortunate enough to be a part of that group that initiated the project and helped it grow to where it is today. It took years for real progress to be made, but today we have a fully wrapped school bus with plenty of technology to educate children K through 12. In the past 2 years, I have visited multiple classrooms and traveled as far as Rochester to give children the New York Steam Bus experience. Not a single day of teaching has gone by without someone telling us that we had given them one of the best experiences of their lives, or without children leaving excited and eager to learn more. Service is about striving to make your school or community a better place. It's not just about creating a spreadsheet with your total volunteer hours calculated at the bottom using Excel formulas, but rather making an impact on the people around you. They may be your classmates, your neighbors, or total strangers, but finding a way to help people and make a positive impact on them is the most important part. In Toy Story, Woody and Buzz were originally trying to escape Sid's house by themselves, but then they realized that the other toys in his house were in a worse situation than them, and they worked together, risking their lives to save everyone around them. All of you are capable of making a difference in your community, so take every opportunity you get to leave an impact. Don't wait until your parents or teachers tell you to do something or to go out and volunteer. There's always a way to make someone's day a little better or their life a little easier, even if it means sacrificing some of your own time or energy. And in the end, the reward is a lot more, it's a lot better than the effort that you put in. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Salwa Khan. I'm the current National Honor Society Vice President. I again first want to congratulate you all on your induction into our big National Honor Society family. National Honor Society is such a unique thing to be a part of. It's so much more than just a piece of paper or a membership card and a very cute tassel on your graduation cap. Being part of National Honor Society is an acknowledgement of your accomplishments. One of the most obvious accomplishments is your academic excellence. When I walked into this auditorium tonight, I could literally feel the intelligence and, more importantly, perseverance in the air. I think there's a common misconception about academic excellence. We often think that academic excellence comes from nothing more than raw talent. I always say I'm a history and English person and not a math science person, as if it was written in my DNA, as if it goes against my very existence to get good grades in my calculus class, or it's not biologically possible for me to get below a 97 in English. I'm sure you can all relate to this too. Everyone can reduce your hard work, persistence, blood, sweat, and tears to just a final grade. Quite frankly, I don't think that's as impressive as the truth. To get to this point of our academic excellence, we've had to put in a lot of work. If you're anything like me, I know when you woke up a few Fridays ago, you promptly streamed sour. If you haven't, get to it. When our queen, Olivia Rodrigo, said, "It's brutal out here," on some level, I knew that we all felt that. And if you're really like me, then you also felt the not being able to parallel park bit too. We've poured so much of our time, energy, and passion into our academic careers to get to this night and to the bright futures that we all have ahead of us. It took late nights and sacrificing time with friends and family and a whole lot of passion and drive. We didn't just happen to reach our goals because we're smart. We put in a lot of hard work. Not to mention, we are all so much more than our grades. We're leaders. We give back to our community. We're good friends and family members, and sometimes we're all pleasures to have in class. I see tonight as an induction into an elite band of superheroes who put the time and work into becoming well-rounded individuals who strive to make a difference every day, both in our individual lives and in the lives of others. Now you may be thinking, Selwa, we get good grades. Sure, it's impressive, but it doesn't make us superheroes. Well, I ask you to consider Toy Story, specifically Toy Story 2. It's the best one of the franchise, and I'll die on that hill. Sure, Buzz and Woody are the flashy, cool superheroes, the type of characters we associate with heroes. But how many times did Jessie save Woody through all of the films? Jessie's an underrated character in my book, and truly a hero. Nothing she did seemed as remarkable on the surface level, but she put a lot of work in. She missed her kid, she put up with Stinky Pete and Woody's huge ego and needs. I celebrate Jessie, not just for what she's accomplished, but for what she did to get there. The same way that I celebrate all of you, not for your grades or your piece of paper or your tassel or your membership card, but because of the journey that it took you all to get here.
And now, Dayon, our other officer, is going to speak to you all virtually from Maryland.
Hello, my name is Dayon Sun, and I'm the Treasurer of National Honor Society. First of all, congratulations on your induction into National Honor Society. It's something you should all be proud of. Your hard work and dedication led to this moment. One of the pillars of National Honor Society is character, which is an important aspect of who you are as a member of NHS. It works with the other three pillars: leadership, service, and scholarship. All four are equally important, while I'll be going into character in detail. Throughout my experiences at Niskayuna High School, I've learned so much about character from my peers and mentors. Having good character isn't just about being nice or friendly to the people around you, but being genuine in your actions, words, and your purpose. As you all approach more important times in your life, it would be good to take a step back and see how your character has been impacting the world around you. From my own experiences, having good character isn't always being the hero. Your character isn't something that has to be on display for everyone to see at all times. Your integrity, perseverance, kindness, honesty all work together whether or not anyone can see to create your unique character. I am a very introverted person and never thought that I had good character. I thought that in order to have good character, everyone should be able to see it. However, what matters the most isn't what's seen on the exterior, but your true goals and motives. Someone who's performative may seem like someone with good character at first, but someone who wants genuine relationships and diverse and inclusive communities will have a real impact on the world around them, even if their actions may be more hidden. Realizing how you want to impact the community around you may or may not come easily to you, but it's okay to take your time. We always focus on how our actions affect the community surrounding us, but what's just as important is being good to yourself. Having good character can't happen without self-respect and appreciation. This may be difficult for most of us. Even I still struggle with it, and I'm constantly working on it. You can't expect to have a lasting impact on others if you don't respect your own words. I truly hope that all of us can learn to love all aspects of ourselves and to bring more positivity into our lives as well as others. In Toy Story, Woody starts off with hatred for Buzz, and the tension between them is strong. Once they are put in a situation where they must collaborate to find their way back to Andy, a partnership to survive becomes genuine friendship and trust. Woody and Buzz show character development as they learn to look past their differences and form a deep bond with each other. In the movie, Buzz and Woody's friendship is an authentic relationship, not something to gain Andy's full attention or a competition between them. I believe that all of you have great character, but can learn to extend that even further into all aspects of your lives and the relationships that you have. This isn't just a National Honor Society pillar, but a value you should have for the rest of your lives. I know that you all can achieve so much, and good luck with your last year of high school. For the next part of the program, I have the honor of presenting next year's treasurer. The treasurer of the National Honor Society for the class of 22 is Orit Singh.
If you are one of the new officers, please come down so we can present you with your medal.
The secretary for the class of 2022 National Honor Society is Mia Etkin.
The Vice President of National Honor Society is Samantha Cerezo.
And the new president of National Honor Society is Patrick Yang. And now Selva Khan will lead us in the National Honor Society Pledge.
Before I start, I ask all of you to stand up. Raise your right hand. We're gonna do this the right way. Miss Alvin, I believe you're a card-carrying member. Yes. All right. I pledge, oh, you guys have to repeat after me. That's what's happening here. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of National Honor Society, to which I have elected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and my life. I will be loyal at all times to my school and maintain and encourage a high standard of leadership, scholarship, character, and service. Thank you all for that.
All right, nicely done with the pledge. I just have a brief closing to give. If the new officers of National Honor Society could just stick around for a moment, that would be great. The rest of you may leave after I finish. So once again, congratulations on your induction to the National Honor Society of Niskayuna High School. Remember to uphold the pillars of National Honor Society as you continue in your journey. I can't wait to see all of the amazing things you will all accomplish in the coming years. You have all worked so hard and deserve to be very proud of this achievement. Good luck in your last year of high school, and once again, congratulations.